morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation. Good morning to all people, all colors, all languages around the world. Good morning to everyone. May you have the best day humanly possible. Before we start, click like, subscribe, share, and good morning. Yesterday I did a video, and this is a continuation of that video because something happened today that tied it in to exactly what was being said. So, whether it be man or woman. So today it was a man who came to me to add on to the discussion that was being had yesterday with another friend of ours who, he overheard the conversation. So, don't think that, when I give when I gave that video yesterday, that, hey, you just walk into a store and this is what the conversation is. No, I know the person. So there was small talk before that. So, I had a discussion this morning, and the discussion that I had was, and this is what this video is about, no matter what it is that you are pursuing in life, no matter what it is that you want in life, you can make, and you can make that possible. You can achieve it, right? We know this. However, to bring another person into your reality, you don't have that same control. And sometimes you can't make a person smarter. So this is where the ignorance comes in, where I spoke about ignorance yesterday. When most people hear ignorance, they're like, oh, you just think that I'm stupid, or you're trying to talk to me that like I'm stupid. No, ignorance is being unaccepting to something that may more than likely is true, especially if it's based on a fact. So, ignorance is when you close yourself down to it. So to go to the conversation, and the conversation was about religion, and that's not what I intended to speak about yesterday when I had encountered the associate, I should say, a casual friend. I didn't expect that to be the conversation of where it was headed. But today, the gentleman comes up as I'm out on the trail, and he's like, oh, do you have Jesus in you? Do you have the Holy Spirit in you? And I don't believe in all that stuff. I believe in God. So, he just went on and went into a religious thing. And I said, to put all this to what I believe, it should not matter what I believe as long as I'm a good person, as long as you're a good person. We're looking for the best in people. That is not defined by religion. Okay? So, so the insistence of denouncing Jesus, religion or whatever you have people think that you're Muslim, it's so many different things. However, what I am saying is that, we have a 20,000 year old, at the minimum, it's even farther back than that. We have a 20,000 year old past. I'm talking about modern civilizations that have been destroyed. And, time has started over and over and over. It's been written throughout the histories. We dismiss those 17,000 years and we stay trapped in a bubble which is defined as 3,000 years of being in existence. I can't do that. But then I can't expect other people to follow me. So this is to the viewers that are out there, whether you look at it in its terms of what I'm trying to show you is that there's a lapse, there's an ignorance that comes with love, when it comes to success, when it comes to everything that's in your life. The people that are around you may not be intellectually with you. And this is a mistake that we make all too much because we are brought up and taught that if we have the upper hand, things out, I can control this situation. And that's the way a lot of relationships are being run today. And it's like a lot of people who are waking up are finding themselves to be single and enjoying singleness because we're closer to understanding ourselves and what our wants and what our needs are, so that we don't have to go out and impress anyone. And the reality that we're finding is that we live in a world where, everything is, impress me, jump through hoops and everything else. So, let those other people do that. But for you, the viewers, I just wanted to explain that concept that, ignorance is is more based upon a person that knows the truth. They shut down the truth. It's a denial, even though that they know these things are existing. It's almost like ignorance. In another matter, ignorance. Say across the river, um, something is going on. There's an attack. Someone's being attacked by a pet. Now, I'm sitting here and I'm just talking to you, and as a viewer, you're saying, this guy isn't even trying to stop the video, the call to get someone to go and get that dog, or even try to get the dog off of the person. And then my response to you is, I say, well, I'm only here to do the video. What's going on over there, I have no control over. That's ignorance. So when it comes to a relationship, when we say, hey, I'm going to, roll out the red carpet and everything else, I'm going to put on my best face. But yet and still, while you're putting on your best face, you see that this person, whether it's a man with a woman or whether it's a female with a man, and then you look out into the crowd, you're at a function, and you realize that this person really likes to flirt around. But yet and still, you see potential. You see, someone that's like, yeah, I look good with this person, or this person will look good with me. But all the other attributes are wrong. They don't even suit your reality. So this is why I'm putting the focus on us and bringing us back into our consciousness, so that we make the right choices. Not only do we make the right choices, but we stand by our choices. And the good and the positive thing about that is, when you say something doesn't work out, you're not butthurt over it, because you understand everything that took place, involving it. And as long as we do our best to be the best that we can be, that's what's important. So I just wanted to, throw a video out there for, that to tap into what was being discussed yesterday. And, I want to end with that because, another friend who had came up during the conversation, she was like, she had some good news, which, in a later video, I'm saying we'll talk about it, because she even asked, if we could do a sit down and put this on my show. And that's something that I will do, because it's something where she's helping out the youth, not just one group of youth, but all youth. And they're trying to expand this all over the world. And they're also doing some dealings. They've already, some people in this collaboration have already gone before, the United Nations. So, these things are big, and it's, you say to yourself, well, how is, small people like me and other people out here, reaching these different, offices and professional athletes, people who are in a position that can make things happen. How is this a normal person doing it? And what I'm saying to you is that every day we do a small part. Every day, we do something simple that, we're just doing our part. But by doing those little simple things over time and over the years, people see. And people know that you're true to what it is that you are. And what I want to congratulate, my friend about, and I can't mention her name until, we sit down and we discuss more of, what it is that, the format that she wants to take as far as, putting her project out there. So, even as far as, the conversation with her, beautiful news. But now you'll see that there's an ignorance that comes from this, because I was still in the process of talking to the gentleman, who thought that I was condemning religion because of, my conversation that he had overheard. So, the first thing that he had said to, the woman was, um, do you believe in Jesus Christ, and are you saved? Are you born again? And she's like, what do you mean? I try to be the best person. I don't think that I'm a sinner. I try to be the best I can be. He said, then why do you got on these clothes? Because she had on a tank top. So it goes to say that, these people will cast stones. People will stay in a certain realm of their own intellect, their own reality. And if they decide that they can't come out of the reality, then, for us to sit back and to waste time to we're blue in the face trying to explain to someone the sky is blue where they don't even believe in the sky, it's futile. It's worthless. So I say to you, the viewers that are out there, understand this, going forward into the summertime, that there are going to be people that are going to come up upon you. There are going to be people, if you're single, that, hey, I think I could work with this person. But, use that tool. You know what your reality is. Look for what that person's reality is, because that reality may never fit yours. And I think that if by doing this, I think that we bridge the gap to make the world a better place, just by those small things. So I don't know, like I said, usually I'm used to writing all this stuff out so that I can keep it going in one flow. But this is a video just to add on to yesterday that had nothing to do with religion. It has to do with knowledge and intelligence, and just, things that people are willing to accept as being a fact, which they are a fact, and then others where they're being blind to a fact. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, look at that beautiful day. And again, you got to see, there are people walking up and down here on a good day, but it's hot out, and I'm taking my butt inside. And I don't know what you're going to do, but whatever you out there doing, stay hydrated and peace. And have the most beautiful day. And be blessed throughout that day. To my YouTube viewers, to my YouTube nation, and to the Facebook nation. Men, women, children, all languages, all colors, all races. Peace and blessings.